Boom! He's back. We are in the midst of a momentous event in the evolution of human consciousness. But they won't be talking about it in the news tonight. No. They don't talk about that kind of stuff on the news. No. On our plane, and perhaps simultaneously in many parts in the world and beyond, consciousness is awakening from the dream of form. This does not mean all form the world are going to dissolve, although quite a few almost certainly will. It means consciousness can now begin to create form without losing itself in it. It can remain conscious of itself, even while it creates and experiences form. Why should it continue to create and experience form? For the enjoyment of it. How does consciousness do that? Through awakened humans who have learned the meaning of awakened doing. Awakened doing. What's awakened doing? Awakened doing is the alignment of your outer purpose, what you do, with your inner purpose, awakening and staying awake. Through awakened doing, you become one with the outgoing purpose of the universe. Consciousness flows through you into this world. It flows into your thoughts and inspires them. It flows into what you do and guides and empowers it. Ha! Boom! Know what you do, but how you do what you do determines whether you are fulfilling your destiny. And how you do what you do is determined by your state of consciousness. Did you hear what I said?
Yeah.
Not what you do, but how you do what you do determines whether you are fulfilling your destiny. And how you do what you do is determined by your state of consciousness. How present are you? A reversal of your priorities comes about when the main purpose for doing what you do becomes the doing itself, or rather the current of consciousness that flows into what you do. Got it?
Yeah. Look, the spider ate.
That current of consciousness is what determines quality. Another way of putting it, in any situation and in whatever you do, your state of consciousness is the primary factor. State of consciousness is the primary factor. Yeah, the situation and what you do is secondary. Future success is dependent upon an inseparable inseparable from the consciousness out of which the action emanates. That can be either the reactive force of the ego or the alert attention of awakened consciousness. All truly successful action comes out of that field of alert attention rather than from ego and conditioned unconscious thinking. There are three ways in which consciousness can flow into what you do, and thus through you into this world. Three modalities in which you can align your life with the creative power of the universe. Modality means the underlying energy frequency that flows into what you do and connects your action with the awakened consciousness that is emerging into this world. What you do will be dysfunctional and of the ego unless it arises out of one of these three modalities. They may change during the course of a day, although one of them may be dominant during a certain stage in your life. Each modality is appropriate to certain situations. The modalities of awakened doing are acceptance, enjoyment, and enthusiasm. Each one represents a certain vibrational frequency of consciousness. You need to be vigilant to make sure that one of them operates whenever you are engaged in doing anything at all, from the most simple task to the most complex. If you are not in the state of either acceptance, enjoyment, or enthusiasm, look closely and you will find that you are creating suffering for yourself and others. Wake up. Acceptance. Acceptance.
Just
people. Just people, c'était dit?
Yeah.
That's what I just said. You said it at the same time I said it. That's what I was gonna say. Job people, and there you're in the background. That's synchronicity. Big up. Big up. You got it live too. Whatever you cannot enjoy doing, you can at least accept that this is what you have to do. Acceptance means, for now, this is what this situation, this moment requires me to do. And so I do it willingly. We already spoke at length about the importance of inner acceptance of what happens, and acceptance of what you have to do is just another aspect for it. For example, you probably won't be able to enjoy changing the flat tire on your car at night in the middle of nowhere in the pouring rain. Let alone be enthusiastic about it, but you can bring acceptance to it. Yeah, job people. Performing an action in the state of acceptance means you are at peace while you do it. That peace is a subtle energy vibration which then flows into what you do. On the surface, acceptance looks like a passive state, but in reality it is active and creative because it brings something entirely new into this world. That peace, that subtle energy vibration is consciousness, and one of the ways in which it enters this world is through surrendered action, one aspect of which is acceptance. If you can neither enjoy or bring acceptance to what you do, stop. Stop right there. Otherwise, you are not taking responsibility for the only thing you can really take responsibility for, which is also happens to be one of the things that really matters, your state of consciousness. And if you are not taking responsibility for your state of consciousness, you are not taking responsibility for life. Boom. Enjoyment. The peace that comes with surrendered action turns a sense of aliveness when you actually enjoy what you are doing. Enjoyment is the second modality of awakening doing. On the new earth, enjoyment will replace wanting as the motivating power behind people's action. Wanting arises from the ego delusion that you are a separate fragment that is disconnected from the power that lies behind all creation. Through enjoyment, you link into that universal creative power itself. When you make the present moment instead of past and future the local point of your life, your ability to enjoy what you do, and with it, the quality of your life, increase dramatically. Joy is the dynamic aspect of being. When the creative powers of the universe becomes conscious of itself, it manifests as joy. You don't have to wait for something meaningful to come into your life so that you can finally enjoy what you do. There is more meaning and joy that you will ever need. The waiting to start living syndrome is one of the most common delusions of the unconscious state. Expansion and positive change on the outer level is much more likely to come into your life if you can enjoy what you are doing already, instead of waiting for some change so that you can start enjoying what you do. Don't ask your mind for permission to enjoy what you do. All you will get is plenty of reason why you can't enjoy it. Not now, the mind will say, can't you see I'm busy, there's no time. Maybe tomorrow you can start enjoying. That tomorrow will never come unless you begin enjoying what you are doing now.